Right, I'm just going to quickly get out what I'm ready to do. For the record, I fully expected to get absolutely crushed by this AI. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a very quick little list for a pencil. So got. So I'm gonna for the port. I'm gonna make a list of every piece and then every move. I'm gonna because this isn't timed, so I can just take as much time as I like to think everything through. I'm just gonna make a habit of checking through every piece. So I'm just gonna go do the pawns by files. So that's pawn 1. I'm sorry, pawn P A P B E C D D E E F G H F E E H. Then we've got queenside rook, queenside knight, queenside bishop, queenside the queen, king, kingside bishop, kingside knight. Now that's why they use an N for the knight, because king, kingside knight, and kingside rook. And then obviously, if it happens that a piece gets moved from one side of the board to the other in the course of the game, it'll just be whichever. I'm just going through the list, so I'll just go left to right, checking all the pieces, and then do that twice. And the point of the list is just so I can tick it off each turn to make sure I'm actually doing it. Anyway, let me see. I'm assuming that is this actually? Yeah, it's not actually open yet. Right, choose. There we go. Play. Low stakes. No rules. Right. I'm white. I'm assuming it. Yeah. So I'm starting. So now I've got to try and remember there's a setup opening that I remembered for black and for white, just so that I've got something to actually do. So I believe it should be here. Then, oh, I might do, let me turn that on. And then, yeah, let me just put some headphones on, and then you'll be able to hear the pieces clacking. Just a little quality of life thing. Let's see. So I've done you. I think that's coming through properly. Just check. Let's see. Yeah, it's coming through. Turn it up a little bit, actually. So I probably should be explaining this, but I'm not really the best person to explain chess. Really not the best person to explain chess. Okay. So what I haven't been doing is checking through every. I've written that list and then I've ignored it completely. But yeah. So what I should be looking through. So we've got each of the pawns. These three have these squares. This one has nothing at present. It could take in either of these two squares, can't move. Similarly, this pawn could take in either of these two squares but can't move. This bishop. The bishop has vision of these two squares and nothing else, because these two pawns block these two directions. Anyway, this pawn could take here, can't move. These two pawns have control of. They have moved. Well, no, actually, they don't. They've moved forward, so they have these two squares here, and they can each take in either of those directions. And similarly, these pawns can take. Right. That rook is enclosed. This knight has these three white squares. Queen access out, could potentially come forward and out, but at present has just these two squares. Let's see, rook has these two, king is in this corner with the one. Okay, and similarly, I have these two pawns can move to here, I have control. These three pawns will defend each other. Just a bit for the record, this is, for anyone who's watching this for whatever reason, this is the London system, I believe it's called, which is, it was named after, I think it was originally conceived in like the, let me see, it was, I think the late 1800s, and then the in the was it 1927, something in the 1920s. I think there was a tournament where it was prominently featured in several matches, so it's several games. Hence why it's called the London system. Anyway. So what? And then so I've checked all the enemy pieces. So now there's. I'm definitely not going to finish this in 19 minutes if I do this. But yeah, so all pawns. So these three can all take to these squares. This pawn can take here. These two can move up. These two can move up. This one could take here. These are all defending each other. Bishop has control of these two squares. Knight has control of these two green squares. This green square, and then is defending these two positions. This knight controls these two. Queen can move out here if I want to, but it's a bit early. So obviously this pawn is threatened by this knight, by my bishop, but is defended by the queen. So I think, what can I do? What do I want to do? Let's do something. Incidentally, if anyone does happen to watch this and has advice, it will be more than welcome. If I move here, it threatens nothing. If I move here, Just trying to figure out if it's actually beneficial at all. I don't know. Because obviously, a bishop is more like what's it called? Material. So a bishop is worth 3, a pawn is worth 1. So, or a knight rather. I move this knight here, even though it would technically be defended by the bishop. Black would be able to take the knight, the pawn, which I would then take with the bishop, which actually black would then take with their bishop. So I would technically, by that point, I would be down. What's it called? What would it be? This is now maths that I've got to do. What's it? 6 less the pawn. So yeah, I'd be down. I'd be losing 5-0. That's not ideal. Don't want to go there at all. The question is whether to go here or whether to move a pawn, potentially. So this is a defensive decision, I suppose. So we really want black to expose themselves. I've already castled, so I could just move the rook close to the centre. Just, obviously, they have nothing exposed. I have nothing exposed that I can see anyway. Because that pawn is defended by the pawn. This rook. Tap this rook in as well. Now looking for the trap. There doesn't appear to be anything. I can't see anything that would be able to immediately take. Actually, I have to take. Because otherwise, if they take, then they take. Actually, if I let them take, if they do anything with this pawn, if they take, then I can take here, and this rook still guards this pathway. Or I could take with the knight and then come back. Oh, why did I do that? This is the exact thing that I just explained not 5 minutes ago was a mistake. Although this time the bishop is no longer here, so. Okay, so this pawn is now threatening this bishop. So I can take the pawn, but then I get taken by the bishop. Or I can retreat, which is what I'm going to do. And yeah, see, this is what I meant about going through and looking at everything, because I miss this sort of thing constantly. Throw this bishop, which they move out of the way. And that bishop is now threatening this knight. Let's see. I can't see a threat in this position. It doesn't threaten anything of his. First, I can go to this position. No, yeah, let's go here. So that's a trade. Because of course, yeah, I take with this knight, and then he takes with his pawn. Is there anything I can do as an alternative? Yes. If I go here, I threaten his rook without being threatened myself, because the pawn's going to move forward. The bishop can't attack horizontally down the ranks and files. Yep. It's a very exposed position, though not the simple nature of the positioning of the pieces means that I don't think there's an easy way. He could move his king forward over 2 moves and then take, but I would have moved away by then. With that. Let's see. Bishop is here. This offers me two opportunities because the first move threaten the knight. Although that would be a terrible trade because the knight is protected by the bishop. On the other hand, I could go here, which is protected by this knight, so I can't go there. Again, that would be acceptable. Actually, no, the queen threatens the bishop. So that would be unacceptable because rooks are 5 material, queens are 9, knights and bishops 3, pawns 1. Then kings don't have material value because you can't lose the king because that's not how the game works. It's looking for a move. That's threatened by that knight. That's threatened by the queen. That's threatened by the queen. That's threatened by the queen and the rook. Is there anything unguarded that I have missed? This pawn specifically is not defended. Is there a way I can threaten that pawn? Yep, no, that's death. Other positions? Not any other positions. That's death. That's death. That's death. Everything on both of these lines is death. Let's see what he does. That's threatened by the knight, so I can't go there. That's threatened by a pawn, can't go there. Let's see. So that's obviously a trade. Or not. And that would be a trade. this knight still is not threatened yet. Now it is. And technically I can go here. Let's actually check. And then I can go here, trade again. Or I could go here, which gains me material. Let's see, who's he threatening? Here and here. Yeah, there we go. That's the threat. We can pull back. Go here. Will I just lose? Just lost something. Knight that was over here. Knight that was here. There we go. Yes, because I've ignored that, and then I've got myself into a position where this knight was undefended, rather than trading when I could have the opportunity, which was a mistake. Although this position is not currently that position is threatened by this knight, this bishop, rather. Trading a bishop, a rook for a knight is less than ideal. What I can do, I'll move that forward. That threatens this knight with the queen. I feel like it's a trap, but I don't see one. I mean, his bishop has a line on this pawn, but the pawn is protected by the king. So that moves back. I come with. Let's just move forward a little bit. Reposition. See, who are you? No one in particular. Again, I don't quite grasp, because that's exposed. Now that would be stupid. That would just expose me to this rook. I am now in a position where this is defended. Let's see. So having this knight here guards these two positions, which means that this bishop can't go this way without dying in some fashion. What I can now do is what I couldn't do before. Threaten this bishop that's been sat here. So that no, I can't do it because the queen. Yeah, that feels about typical. Move to defend this pawn. see, this is still threatened by this bishop. Now I could trade a bishop for a rook, which would put me back in front in terms of material, although most of my existing material seems to be in pawns. Obviously, this would be a trade. I don't know if it's a good one or not. Still, I'll be here forever if I don't do anything. Let's see. This pawn can't move, obviously, because that will put me in check. I should have known that, but I didn't, because I am foolish. What can I move? This pawn is already guarded by this rook, so this queen. No, yes, so she can't go here. I'll take this without dying. Let's go over here. And now if queen moves back, because suddenly, I don't think I can go here. No, I just lost my queen. Like an idiot. Again, this is something I seem to do a depressingly large quantity of the time. So now, yeah, now massively down material. Yay! And the time is gone. I should really be finishing. I might as well finish the game first. Inevitably losing, of course. I can't advance you. Can't advance you. Just guard this pawn. So the queen's now coming over here. Let's threaten you. So bishops come forward. Why? This feels like a me move. I feel like I'm walking into a trap, but where I can go. I am walking into a trap. I just didn't look backwards. Let's see if I go here. There, I can get to. I can't go there because that would expose me to the bishop. If I go here, I can get to here. There we go. So now that's a problem. Why? Now to look at this. Because now I am confused. Because she took my pawn. So I can't take the queen without getting. Can't do that because that's an illegal move because you can't put the king in a vulnerable position. The queen is threatening me. And I can't. If I move there, still threatened. If I move there, still threatened. Move there, still threatened. I can't take the queen. So yeah. Well, that was that. So, yeah. For anyone who has watched to this point, either in the VOD or I think I'm going to just make this little section its own little clip thing on the Clips channel. So, to anyone who's watching in whatever format, I hope you have enjoyed either the Pride and Prejudice or the chess. Though how you would have enjoyed the chess, I truly cannot comprehend. And I hope to see you again some other time, perhaps even live. So goodbye, and